Did you watch the latest live stream? I wrote this song on that live stream, and you guys watched it. It's pretty cool. Check out my live streams, man. They're pretty sick. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Sunday with Ola 121. Good morning to everyone in the premiere chat, and thank you so much for hanging with me right now. It's always a good time waking up early on a Sunday, but it's completely worth it to hang with you guys in the premiere. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I wanted to start off this Sunday with Ola with reminding you guys that I run a guitar company called Solar Guitars. Did you know? You know, other than just using the guitars in all of my videos, I haven't really been talking about the brand that much. I just wanted to give you a little heads up. If you go to the website and check now and every day, there's a guitar special happening every single day. So special of the day, today for instance, is the A2.6 FB Baritone. Look at this. That's look at that. So the special for today is this A2.6 FB Baritone. It's 726 euros for me right now. That's the special of the day. And if you continue go into the website, you know, every day, there will be a new special every day. That's why you call it special of the day. It's just a special. We're just running this right now. I'm not sure when to end it. We'll just have to see. Just a little Solar Guitars news. Hello. And I just have to say, next Sunday with Ola, you want to watch that next Sunday with Ola. Just saying, you have to watch it. No, you don't have to watch it, but you should watch it. Let's head into the news. First piece of news is that Ne Obliviscaris, the coolest name on earth, has released another single from their new album. I didn't report on the first single, but I'm reporting on this one because this song is an absolute banger. Holy shit. 8 minutes long, right? 8:57, 9 minutes long. Holy shit. The new single is called Grail or Grawl, and it's off the upcoming album Exul. You know what I like about Ne Obliviscaris? Is that the more I listen to it, the better it becomes, sort of. I haven't been following the band properly. You know, I've been listening to them and all that, but I haven't listened to them that much, and the more I listen to them, the more I like them. It's such a rewarding band. And I mean, this song, it has a bass solo, it has sick guitar solos, it has everything. The violin, and it's an amazing song. It's from an amazing band. I see that they're touring in the US. That's great. When are you guys coming to Sweden? Hello. Do they have something announced? No. These are dates for October and November this year, so that's kind of late. They haven't released anything in a good while, so I'm extremely excited to hear that they're releasing a new album, Exul. When is it out? March 24th, so not that long of a wait. Next piece of news is that Kerry King says Dave Mustaine with Metallica was way more extreme than what I thought metal was or could be. In a new interview with Metal Hammer King, he praised on its after-arrival Mustaine, with King saying on Mustaine, still to this day, he's a friggin' great guitar player. It was very awesome. It wasn't big clubs. You could see from anywhere, and I was very enamored with seeing enamored, I have to put that in my vocabulary, with seeing Mustaine play these insane leads, and James Hetfield playing these insane rhythms and barking out these lyrics. It was way more extreme than what I thought metal was or could be. It was like another arm of it, so to speak. What would Metallica have sounded like with Dave Mustaine still being on guitar? But you know what? It was actually a good thing that Dave got kicked out of Metallica, because now we have two great bands, Metallica and Megadeth. Would Metallica have been a completely different band with Dave Mustaine on guitar? Worth speculating about, at least. Alright, Pantera appearances at German rock festival cancelled following outcry over accusations of racism. Pantera's appearance at 2 rock festivals in Germany this spring have been cancelled following an outcry over singer Philip Anselmo's previous racist remarks. However, after intense discussion with artists, partners and fans, the festival promoters decided to remove Pantera from the bill. Quote, "The band Pantera will not perform at Rock im Park and Rock am Ring 2023 as announced," said the organizers on Monday evening, January 23. Most of the backlash stemmed over the fact that Anselmo made a Nazi-style salute when he performed at the January 2016 Dime Bash event at the Lucky Strike Live in Hollywood in honor of late Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell. He also appeared to say white power as he made the gesture, but later claimed he was joking about drinking white wine backstage and was reacting to the audience member up front who he says were taunting him. Stupid thing to do. Joke or not. What Anselmo did during the Dime Bash in 2016, it's very serious, and I'm gonna be honest, it did shift my views about Phil Anselmo. Was his apology legit? I probably think it was legit, but it doesn't make the situation better because of it. Did it make me stop listening to Pantera? No. Definitely not. You know, Pantera is more than Phil Anselmo. And, you know, that's the music I grew up with. And I love Pantera, man. That's what makes this situation so shitty. At the back of my head, I sort of saw this coming, that this would get surfaced again. You know, seeing that they are doing the Pantera tribute right now. Marty Friedman, rumored to join Megadeth on stage in Japan next month. In an interview with Nick's Guitar Hero about his potential appearance, Friedman simply stated, "I can't give details, but we'll play together. I believe it will be a magical night." Vladimir also points out that an article about the potential appearance published in Japan's Burn magazine has since been taken down. Oh shit, someone saw it. It was supposed to be a secret. For those who don't know, Marty Friedman has, since playing in Megadeth, moved to Japan, and he's doing like, he's a rock star in Japan now. Musical and acting solo career in Japan. So he's acting too, holy shit. And Demel Injection is sharing the story about how Marty Friedman quit Megadeth, and it's the sad story where Dave Mustaine didn't tell him that they were replacing Marty's solo on a song. And we already covered that, and that sucked ass. Listen to a previously unheard Motorhead song. Holy shit. Titled Greedy Bastard, the song starts off with spoken word from Lemmy before launching into the track, which is just pure Motorhead. It's so weird, man, listening to something that's completely new for us post-mortem Lemmy. Whatever you think about the song, you know, it doesn't really matter. It still gives me goosebumps. We're hearing something new from a legend that passed. And it's just mind-boggling a little bit, and you know, it's sad. It's sad to some point, because you know, obviously Lemmy was a legend, and Motorhead is a legendary band. For the fans, hearing a completely new song, that has to be so emotional. This new song will be on the deluxe edition on Motorhead's final album Bad Magic, coming in exactly a month, and today we just got a taste of the second unreleased song from Lemmy and the Boys, titled Greedy Bastard. The song starts off with spoken word, which is just pure Motorhead. Bad Magic will also include other previously unheard until recently tuned Bullet in Your Brain. The deluxe release also come with an audio interview with the late Lemmy and an Ouija board. If you'd like to try to reach beyond this mortal coil to see what Lemmy is doing, it also features a cover of Dave Bowie's Heroes. Holy shit, okay, that's pretty cool. I like the idea with having a Ouija board with the deluxe edition, so you can contact Lemmy if you believe in that stuff. Alright, I have to be... Can we just state the obvious that this past year, overall, has just been terrible when it comes to news in the metal guitar world? Like, what has happened even like the past week? Nothing. There's this guy who built the guitar out of 1,000 aluminum cans. That's kind of cool. Unlocked some Fender bullshit on the Fender Play bullshit. Blackstar delivers an entire guitar rig. Kerry King turned down some 41 guest solo. I have to say, it's been pretty stale on the news front. Let's check out what is happening on like the hip-hop front. Hip-hop news. Can we watch some hip-hop news? Alright, TMC, let's go. I'm gonna read some hip-hop news. I bet the hip-hop world has way cooler news than the metal world right now. Let's check it out. Polo G. Polo G, is that a sweater or a guy? Cops insane iPhone chain. Diamonds, white gold for the win. Polo G. Okay, it is a guy. Rick Ross, no Teslas for me. Don't need government agents controlling my ride. Holy shit, these are the real news. Okay, so the government is controlling Rick Ross' Tesla. Okay, gotcha. Great. Babyface. Dude, I just have to hand to the hip-hop world. They have the names dialed down. We need to bring this into metal, no? Babyface, I have a Super Bowl jitters, but this gig bigger than butterflies. It also has to end with 3 exclamation marks, otherwise it's not real news. Shy Glizzy, who the fuck is that? Young Gravy. Lil Meek. What? What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. Lil Baby. Shit. I wasn't ready for that name. Apple doesn't fall far from the jewelry box. Ices out sound with 2 new pendants. Is this just advertisement? T.I. and the baby. How many babies are there in hip hop? There has to be so many of them. Lil Uzi. Shit. Of course, it's Lil Uzi. Oh shit, I feel very ignorant by making these remarks, but I'm just, I'm sorry, I have no idea what's happening in the world of hip-hop. Christian Rock fights 2 women post-prego news. What? Trying to get to Blueface. Is this even real? Look at that ass. That's Christian right there. There's Blueface. Of course, it makes so much sense now. Post-prego. This is way better news than the male community, man. Too short. Obviously, because Not Very Long was taken already by another rap guy. Polo G, I can't unfollow Gunna. I never followed him. Whoa, shit. He owned that guy, holy shit. What a monster. Straight up murder. Like, what is Eminem up to? I want to hear, what's Eminem doing? Eminem, I can't even spell Eminem. Handle Eminem. That's not what Eminem, what is he up to? Okay, there's a website, Eminem News, holy shit. He's so big, he has his own news site. 50 Cent called bullshit on claim that Jay-Z made more impact on hip-hop than Eminem. I mean, Eminem is a legend, man. You know what? I think the male community needs more news like this. Written like it's written for 15-year-olds or 14-year-olds. These titles are amazing. And I guess that's the news for today. Started with metal news, there weren't any, so now there's hip-hop news. Maybe that could be a new thing on Sunday with Ola. Holy shit. ThaNews. Swedish Word of the Day, the comeback of the greatest segment of all time, according to my audience. Why are people interested in Swedish words? I have no idea, but people have requested for it to come back, so I'm gonna do it. Swedish Word of the Day is not really one word. It's more like a couple of different words. It's a small sentence. And the sentence is, och bilen går bra. Heavily translated is, and your car runs fine. And this is an expression that Swedes use because Swedes are not, Swedes are pretty socially awkward if you compare to a lot of other countries, I would say. We don't really have that much to talk about, and we don't like small talking. And in other countries, people just talk for the sake of talking to each other, just to initiate a conversation. So in Sweden, we don't really have many things that would start a conversation. And this, och bilen går bra, is a great way to kind of reinitiate talking if there was like an awkward silence. So basically, I can talk to a friend of mine, I haven't seen him for a good while, and we come to an awkward silence. I could just say, åh, bilen går bra. It means that I'm asking my friend legitimately that I wonder how his car is going, because if my friend's car is running fine, that means that he's doing fine, Och bilen går bra. It's a great and very common Swedish sentence. Swedish Word of the Day, sentence of the way. Adventures with Ola. Going to a concert. Hello! In an earlier video where me and Luis were talking about the band Karnivool, the Australian band Karnivool, I mentioned that we would love to go see them, but you know, they rarely go up to Sweden on tour. I don't remember how long ago this was, but I got an email the other day saying that they are going through Stockholm, and if I wanted to go with Luis, I'm on the list. So we've been trying to get a hold of a babysitter so we can go out and watch a Karnivool show on a Monday night in Stockholm, but we couldn't find one, so I'm going by myself, which is a shame. I would love to go there with Luis, but at least I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna check out Karnivool, man. Holy shit, I love Karnivool. Holy shit, they were amazing. So I didn't know before I went that the ocean would open up for Karnivool. The ocean are friggin' amazing, man. Karnivool ruled as well. I got a long sleeve t-shirt, got to meet the guy, say hello. It was absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, Luis couldn't go, but I got to see him, so I'm very excited. Oh shit, it's the day after, and who is this dork with the glasses, 4 eyes, Adventure with Ola going to Karnivool became unboxing with Ola because I got a package in the mail this morning. So I'm gonna set up the camera, I'm gonna make an unboxing for you guys. Look at this long sleeve, by the way, how cool is that? Karnivool. Alright. I have some sort of an idea of what this can be. I ordered it when? Long time ago, when they announced this, and I actually already have a custom version of these. One of my good members, Chuck, had a guy in the US make me some pop figurines. You might have seen those. He made one for me and one of Luis, and he also did one for the whole Pantera band. Now this past year they announced that they're doing official Funko Pop Pantera figurines. Hello! Look at that! It's Phil, it's Dimebag, it's Vinny, and it's... That's Phil. What? I don't know how Funko Pops work. Are you supposed to open them? Or do people keep them in their packages? You know? What? Oh shit, they're all full. Ah! Yeah, baby! That's so cool! Holy shit! Look at that! It's Dimebag as a Funko Pop. It says Dento Preto on his leg. That's Blacktooth. He has the tattoos on the arm right there, like inside. Holy shit, man. What detail. And that guitar too. That's pretty dope right there. Isn't that super cool right there? Holy shit! That's so cool. Alright, so these ones that I'm showing now, they are custom. Luis lost her head. I'm sorry, Luis. No, but these are custom pop figurines that my good member Chuck got it for me. Thank you so much, Chuck. You're amazing. All right. Ah, God. I don't know why, but Luis can't stand. So Luis have to hang against this Dimebag thing right there, and I can stand. Men vad fan, vad svårt det ska vara. Maybe I can glue this together. This is supposed to be me, and this is supposed to be Louise right there. It's a pop figurine. And this... Sorry, Louise. Damn it. She keeps losing her head. And this is the custom Dimebag pop figurine that I got from Chuck. You know, it has the pink beard and all. Let's compare it to the official Funko Pop. Look at this. Not too different, actually. Okay, so the question is, do I keep him in the box like a complete nerd and noob? Or do I take him out and just put him in a cool way? Oh, you know, I'm going to take him out, put him in a cool way in the office. All right. That's pretty cool. Right in front of the YouTube play button, right there. And right next to the skull. And right next to this picture of Dimebag that I got from a guy. I'm pretty sure these are limited edition, and I'm not sure they're available anymore, but I'm happy that I got a hold of a group like this. There they are. Look how cool that is. Awesome. Shit. And here's the dog. Hey. Oh, oops. Someone's been playing and running. She ain't too cocky when she's getting dried off with the towel. Ja, men kom. Ja. Jag är på kontoret. 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 Oj! Det är på kontoret. Jag är på kontoret. Jag är på kontoret. Jag är på. Oh, there's a TV there. Be careful. Shit. No. Question of the day from one of my members, Howie. What's up?
Hey Ola, Howie here. My question is, how many times did you play live with Feared, and will there be another tour in the future? Okay, see you on Discord. Bye.
Thank you so much, Howie, for that beautiful question. He's asking about Feared and how many gigs we did with Feared. I think the first gigs we did was in 2008, and we never had a tour. We never toured with Feared. It was basically just, you know, off gigs here and there, and then we rehearsed in between them. I don't know, maybe we did 10, 15 gigs throughout the years, but it was never like a lot of them at the same time. It's always like scattered, one here, like 2 a year or something like that, or 3 a year. And then there was a hiatus, and then we did 2 shows in Germany. And, you know, it was never a solid touring, rehearsing band in that sense. But we did play live. And there's a couple of songs from us playing live up on my YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. I'll see if I can link them up here. You know, since I joined The Haunted and these touring bands, you know, my touring nerve gets tingled by The Haunted because we get out to play shows. So I don't really feel that Feared needs to go out and play right now. I'd rather just release albums with Mario. It's me and Mario basically, and then when I've done drums, I have Kevin Talley do the drums for me. That's Feared right now. We're not planning to do a tour, and I just see if we were supposed to do a gig, there would be so much work behind it. You know, just learning the songs, and I can barely play anything of the songs with Feared, you know, so I'm just thinking rationally here. I just see the amount of work that would be needed to that we would need to put in to actually play with Feared. And Mario has a job and he's really busy too. And you know, I have a job and it's really busy too. I don't think so. Maybe like a one-off gig will be cool at some point. Yes, thank you so much, Howie. And that, my friends, was Sunday with Ola 121 for you right there. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for everyone who stayed in the premiere, chatting away. And also, if you want to support what I'm doing, you can get merch from olaenglundshop.com. You can put a thumbs up and like this video. You can subscribe and put a comment there, man. Engaging helps my videos. Okay? Shit, also, the Sunday with Ola Riff Challenge tomorrow on my second channel, live streaming. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.